questions to ask throughout a campaign with the confidence rising. I told WDF don't switch, good times are coming on even deep diving. Fan cams, reactions, watch along, still the pride of London thriving. The Eagles of South, they flying. Keep your eyes on us, we ain't hiding.
Which was a terrible away performance. Listen, first things first, brothers, I've got to say I feel sorry for you, credit for you making the journey, because it was an absolute crap show. Sorry, because I don't swear, that's just not me, but it was crap. It was total tosh.
I didn't get home until about 11, so that's a good 15 hours of my life to see us register 0 shots on target.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into that. Tristan, how you doing, man?
I'm depressed. I'm just flat rich. I haven't got my Palace shirt on today. You know, I'm always coming here with my Palace shirt. I always feel proud to wear it. Today, I'm just like, nah, let me just go a little something different. It's a dark day. Colour goes well, man, you know. But what a waste of my time. I mean, I don't know where to start. It's endless, Rich. I mean, no shots on goal again. You know, the one decent chance we have is an offside goal. I mean, come on. It's 2023, you know, and we haven't even flipping won a game in any competition whatsoever. We're the only team in the Premier League without a win in the Prem this year in 2023. It's embarrassing, man.
We just changed the banner. Odson Edward. Now, listen, we've all been clamoring and saying to ourselves, why is he not starting? What's going on? Why is he only getting 20 minutes here and stuff like that? Vieira's come out this week now, and he said, I'm disappointed in him. Hopefully the disappearances on the bench will motivate him, give him the kick up the backside he needs, and he'll come back doing better. That was from Matt Wisman, I believe. For me personally, I see it twofold. If that is a case where his attitude stinks, fair play, bench him. You know, bench him. We don't need any rotten apples. Apparently, Celtic had a similar issue with his attitude and stuff. So if his attitude stinks and he's not giving his all, bench him. You know, don't even put him in the squad. That's simple. If he's good enough to be in the squad, use him. Just use him. But the biggest issue I had with this whole situation, why is it public knowledge?
Yeah.
It's what the dressing room is. That's it. I think he's lost the dressing room for it.
And not only that,
because we had the Derry incident as well. So it seems all the dirty laundry is just airing out now. It's a massive problem.
Two in 1 month. 2 bits of publicity about our dressing room being crap in 1 month, Rich. That says it all.
Just talk Edward. From what you told me, it was news to me and that. I did hear from a few Palace fans. They came up to me while I was having a beer downstairs at Villa, and they were just like to me, Edward's, you know, the reason why he's not starting is because him and Vieira had a public spat or an incident at training. It wasn't physical, but just a bit of a, you know, I think they just had a bit of a falling out. The problem is with Edward, we know what this guy's capable of. I mean, look at him on his debut last season when he came on against Tottenham and got a double in quick succession. We know what he's capable. And I've been watching him all season. Now, some games, I'm looking at him throughout the whole game. I've just got my eyes on him. And he stands there. And, you know, sometimes he'll press, but sometimes he'll just stand there or just be jogging around and not trying, not working hard. He's very lazy. He's very sort of one-dimensional. And he's just very sort of just arrogant. And he's not a team player. You know, he does. It's not a question of him finding it hard to adapt to the Premier League, because trust me, on this day, you know, the amount of times this season we've seen him make runs into the box, he scored, like against Chelsea, Southampton, Leeds, for example. And then he's had like the last month or two, he's not been in the team because he doesn't work hard in training. He's lazy in training. This is what I've been hearing, not just from the Palace fans, but from Palace media and everything and that as well on Twitter. He's lazy and he doesn't bust the gut. At least with Mateta, he probably does actually work harder in training, but he's awful on the pitch. But
I think as well the fact that you've got a player who possibly has, obviously we don't know, but possibly has like this attitude issue. And then our only other alternative is Mateta, who we bought for $8 million and looks like we've had our pants absolutely put down. So I think as well, it kind of goes back to as well. Why not why did we sell Benteke? I think selling him was a good move, but why haven't we then tried to get someone else? Or why didn't we try to get Semenyo or someone to give competition? Do you know what I mean? Because if it then gets to a point where Edouard needs to be out the squads, then because the only alternative is he's out of the squad, that means we literally have no striker on the bench. Like the person we have who's most like a striker is Jordan Ayew, who hasn't scored a goal. He's scored like I don't know how many goals it is in however many games.
1 goal this season.
Why didn't we bring in another striker to do that? Because then you can leave Edouard out and kind of be like, well, at least have a backup to actually someone who can actually play there.
Yeah, I think that's something that I've been questioning a lot, because for some reason the last couple of years we haven't used up both our loan spots. Like we've still got another loan, I believe. Why have we not used it?
Yeah, Chairman, we're definitely going to talk about the Derry situation when we come to talk about Vieira and such, because we did mention it was like, could this bite us in the backside and stuff. Obviously, if he's undermining the manager, it's not on. But it looks like
honestly, I retract all my statements that I said in that video. I'm not going to lie to you. I really do. I genuinely, I think that we all thought about it. If he's undermining Vieira, then Vieira's got to do what he's got to do. But no, I genuinely think that you need. I wouldn't say conflict in the management, but you need some sort of disagreement. You can't just have yes men.
Yeah,
I think that's a really bad. That's just a ratio for disaster, really. If I was going, yeah, it's fine. But if Derry's there going saying no, you have to show passion to put the shirt on, because he was the last guy out of the old regime to know what passion for the shirt is.
Yeah, former player as well. Don't forget.
No one knows what like the weight that the shirt holds for the fans. Like it genuinely looks like none of these players care.
Tristan, you obviously mentioned the whole aspect of we're no threat. Now, this got banded around. I think JC, you found it.
I put it in the group chat. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
We are bottom by a landslide.
Flipping hell.
Even Southampton, who's bottom of the table, is much more threatening than us.
Brighton at the top and we're bottom. No. Brighton at the top, I wouldn't have seen that coming one bit. Flipping hell. I know they've got goals in them. I expected them to be where Chelsea Liverpool were, but top. And we're bottom. That's an embarrassment. Insult. Flipping hell.
Well, look at even Bournemouth. They're more of a threat.
I'm not surprised they scored more goals than we have.
What game is it going back to? When did we play Fulham? Was that on Boxing Day?
Yeah, Boxing Day, yeah.
Yeah.
So all the teams we've played then are all in that top right-hand corner then?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Probably because they played us.
You're not wrong. Yeah, I mean...
But it just shows... It just listen, if we were playing well and losing, it's like fair enough.
Well, if he was playing well, we would be a lot higher on this graph. I tell you that.
Yeah.
Whilst we do slag off Vieira, and don't get me wrong, like I said, I don't think he's helped himself. He's also not been helped by the fact that he's not had the players being replaced.
Yeah. No, to be fair, like I said, we know that the board hasn't helped, but at the end of the day, you're as a manager, your bread and butter is to get the best of what you have.
And
like I said, if performances were good and we're maybe like, oh, we're unlucky here, unlucky there, and this and other, we can solely look at the board. We have got some talent in this squad. Yes, we may not be happy with certain players playing, but most all in all, the squad we have, the starting 11 that we can field, it's decent. But even the talented players with a bit of flair and trick and stuff, they look bad. And that goes down to the manager. I'm going to read some stuff out. And I think this is what ticks me off the most.
Same, yeah.
It's Vieira's comments. So I'm going to share a screen.
I'll say this before we look at the comments. I don't know what game he's watching. It's just like I don't know what game he's watching. It's delusional. Absolutely delusional.
So I'm going to read this. I'm going to try and read this as quickly as possible. It's caused quite a bit. Right. Patrick Vieira says the important moments went against Crystal Palace, bollocks, as Joachim Anderson's own goal condemned them to defeat at Villa Park. I'm disappointed because you always expect to go home with something, he said in his post-match press conference. Those really important moments weren't in our favour, and that made it even more difficult. You're chatting rubbish, we were crap. Wolf Zaha was offside, so it's difficult to say if that would have changed the game. You never know. Goals change games, but you never know. But if you score the first goal in the Premier League, you know how important it is. At the other end, we scored an own goal, and that shows how unlucky we've been lately. Bollocks again, because McGinn and Watkins should have scored.
I mean,
it's something we have to face to try to turn things around. We were close to Villa. No, we were not. The difference between the two teams today was the own goal. No, it was not. Outside of that, we didn't create very much, but they didn't create very much as well. They created 3 opportunities. I'm sorry, I'm not having that. Yes, they weren't good. They weren't good, and they would openly admit they weren't good. But that was more because they didn't have to be good against us.
Because they're playing Crystal Palace. I mean, any flipping team who could play like rubbish and just shocking would still probably beat us 1-0. Like, you know, that's why.
This is it. That is the story of the game today. We're learning the hard way. It's important for us to keep working. Working on what? Chet Decore was dismissed for 2 yellow cards in quick succession, but Vieira says the young midfielder will learn from his mistakes. Decore was stupid, by the way. He's disappointed. Ridiculous. He's frustrated about it. The manager said, it's not easy to leave a team with 10 men, but the players did well. They worked hard and tried to create chances to come back into the game, but it was difficult for us today. Stick this pin in. I'm going to come back to you about this, guys. But personally, I feel like we actually played better with 10 men, which was weird.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Rich. You're not wrong. You're generally
it's
not
because
wrong.
we had Maka and Hughes on the pitch. That's why.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. Maka,
players with drive and passion.
I said yesterday, I think I was on this. Maka needs to start every game from now. I don't care if he's 34 and his legs are gone. He needs to start every game because we have no leaders.
100%, mate.
Right. That can happen. He'll learn from that incident. When you're a midfielder, sometimes you're going into challenges, and this time he was a little bit late. No, he was very late. He got red card and we'll learn from it. But I think with 10 men, we gave the right answer. That's probably the only little thing that I think he said there that was correct.
Yeah.
Right. Palace created chances earlier. No, we created a chance, but couldn't capitalize. And Vieira said adjustments have to be made before the next outing. The only chance we created, we scored it, and it was offside.
It's not really a chance, is it? Because the goal got disallowed.
We had a chance. Ayew pressed Kamara. He got the ball, and he thought, "Oh yeah, I'll do a step over and then pass it straight to Mings instead of shooting." You're a striker. You're in the box.
Yeah,
your face onto goal. Just shoot. I don't care. Just shoot.
Yeah. So Vieira says adjustments have to be made. Yes, you need to change the personnel. Right. With the first chances we created, and with Wilfred and the goal he scored, that was our plan, to expose the back four. So what? Oh, because we didn't score that goal, we should stop. Like,
stupid.
Wilfred away from home playing that position has been really good for us. Wilfred up front is not good. It was a plan to stretch the back four because we knew centrally it would be difficult to find the space. This is what we tried to do once. There were a couple of offsides. The timing of the runs were not the best, or the timing of the passing, the ball was not the best. It was a question of timing that didn't allow us to create those opportunities. Now, Vieira, as Nev screaming in the background, bollocks.
Yeah.
And even more bollocks.
Yes.
Now, on that front as well,
a load of rubbish, isn't it?
the players
Absolute
as well.
Shambles.
Vieira, you're a disgrace. The players are a disgrace.
Mm-hmm.
This needs sorting out, otherwise we'll find ourselves in the championship.
I'm going to say this, about Vieira. He's out of his depth. He is clueless. I mean, crap game management, shit tactics. He doesn't even know his best starting 11. He's playing Eze on the left-hand side when he's a cam. He's playing Wilf as a striker when he's a flipping winger. He's playing Ayew as a winger/forward when he's better off in a number 8 role, in my opinion. I mean, it's pathetic. He's not learning from his mistakes. Honest to God. I mean, he's got no plan B. This calm approach he's got is naive, weak, and it just makes us really vulnerable. And he hasn't got a bloody clue. And do you know what the funny thing is, in my opinion, right now? Patrick Vieira being our manager is probably sinking us down to the championship. Him being there on that touchline is making us worse and worse and worse, you know? And it's just really becoming the same old story every week. And you start to build a picture. You start to see the writing on the wall. You know, he is the problem right now, Vieira. like in this current situation is you want to base it on yesterday's performance. Because I guarantee you, if we had any other manager in charge and we played that bad in the first half, the second half we would have come out with all guns blazing and put in a better shift. But because of Patrick Vieira's calm approach, and he hasn't got Sean Derry to give the players the kick up the backside that they needed in that half time during the Villa game. But like I said, Vieira's calm approach is the reason why we just carried on playing the way we did into the second half and just didn't give it a go whatsoever. I think in the second half we had one shot from Wilf which just went wide, and that was it. Apart from that, we did not do anything. As a matter of fact, I think we played worse in the second half than we did in the first half. And that was down to Patrick Vieira. And that's why I want him out. That's why, like I said, he's got to go down, because the more we keep him, the longer we keep him, him as the manager will tactically and overall just sink us down to the championship. I'm just going to say it like that. It's as simple as that. The only way we can stay up in this Premier League is if we get a new manager, and we got to do it now or within the next week.
Every single one of them players gets a 0.5. 0.5 straight out, not even remotely going to give a reason. As for Vieira, like Rich said earlier in the show, I'm not Vieira out yet, but I'm beginning to turn towards it, because I'm seeing the same old thing, game in, game out. And I'm thinking to myself, it's going to get better. But the more I tell myself that, the harder it is to believe it. I look at that performance yesterday. You're telling me we couldn't beat that Aston Villa team, who, let's be real, were nowhere near better than us. Neither side was good yesterday. Mm-hmm. But lo and behold, what have I said all season? Charity, what is it now? Yeah, look who turned up again yesterday. I cut a promo for it deliberately. And I even tweeted it yesterday and let it sit out there. I went out last night for a few drinks to cheer myself up, because I said, you know what? That team don't care, so I don't care anymore. I'm done. Yeah. So many of these players gone in the summer. Mitchell, the lot, bye. Move on. Vieira needs to be looked at. He was talking about he's going to bring through youth, and I saw your comments earlier, JC. What's that? 3 youth players given debuts since he's been here?
Yeah, because that was a big thing that he kept saying when he came. Oh yeah, we're going to trust in the youth. Going to trust. What does he do? Shoot them all out on loan. Not even give them a chance. 5 minutes. 5 minutes at Chelsea. 2 minutes against Newcastle. A start against Stoke. Pulled him off at half time when he wasn't playing that badly. Promises have been made and no action has been made to fulfill those promises. We'll say that.
I'm a level with you. I don't think Vieira needs to be sacked just yet. I think that'd be very rash. But I will say this. If anyone is still naive and I think we're not in a relegation battle, you must be soaking some serious grief.
Yeah. Big up, 100%. Definitely.
Because I had to put on my reggae playlist last night to cheer myself up before I went out for a few drinks, because I said, I can't do this anymore. I can't pretend to myself that this is okay, that I'm happy with this. I don't care what division we play in. Let me clarify that. Premier League, Combined Counties League, I'm supporting Palace, whatever division we play in. But when the players don't care, why should we?
Exactly, because they don't care. They didn't show any passion or spark.
Dan and JC, you guys went to that game yesterday. You spent your hard-earned money to go, and you as well, Tristan. You all spent your hard-earned money to go watch that. You should be getting reimbursed. Same with the Fulham game and the Spurs game. It's embarrassing. It's okay to lose, right? It's okay to lose, but we're getting embarrassed. We've got Brighton a couple of games after this, and I'm not looking forward to that because I'm thinking...
I'm going to it, mate. Right. I'm going to be there on a Wednesday night.
Tristan,
I've dreaded it.
Word of advice, get beyond tanked up. You'll enjoy it way more because it's fine. It's fine. It is what it is. I'm done. I'm done pretending that it's all okay. Because
mate, I've been saying this for the last 3 months. I said when we lost to Fulham, the wheels are gonna come off, and I hate that I'm right. I hate that I'm right, mate. I hate that I'm right, mate. Honestly.
No, but you know what? It's good that you're right, Tristan, because if you're seeing it, JC has seen it, Dan's seen it, because Dan actually apologized to me privately yesterday on WhatsApp. By the way, no need to apologize. Only doing yourself, Dan. I'm thinking to myself, how many times have we all sat here and said it needs to change? A change of formation, we're happy, right? That lineup yesterday, bar one player, I was thinking, blimey, he's actually listened to the fans for once.
It was the best lineup we could have gone for, and we still lost and didn't score a goal and didn't even have a shot on target.
We scored.
That's an indication he's lost the dressing room.
We scored for the opposition. How
Exactly.
How nice are we?
Exactly.
How
Oh,
nice
man.
are we, lads? We love helping other teams out.
Have you got a player at your club that's so bad that he can't score for love or money? Well, luckily for you, there's a football club that will take care of that for you with absolutely no fees necessary to pay. And you might be thinking to yourself, wait, what kind of club was that? Well, luckily for you, that club is called Charity Professional Football Club. We excel at making bang average footballers look like world beaters. For more information, call us on 0800 1861 1905. That number again is 0800 1861 1905.